Hi, I'm Lara Jade, Canon Explorer of Light and fashion and beauty photographer based in New York. Today, I'm inviting you into my studio, here where we're testing out one of Canon's latest releases, the RF50mm 1.4 L VCM lens. Today, I'm putting this lens to the test, shooting with fashion model Saba, and we're shooting 6 to 8 pages for an editorial spread. With so many lenses on the market, you might be wondering why a 50mm. Well, I often use the 24 to 70 2.8 because a lot of my clients require high shot counts on one day, and I'm often going 3/4 to portrait to beauty crops very quickly. But I often find myself going into the 50mm focal length, so that's why I'm excited to try out this particular lens because of the low light capabilities, the sharpness, and the fact that it's much lighter to hold than the previous 50mm lens. So let's talk about the shoot today. It's the most important part. I'm excited to bring you into my studio in New York, where I'm going to show you the capability of this lens, firstly shooting with strobes in my studio, showing you exactly how I do that. Then we're going to go to a location downstairs where I'm going to show you a low light scenario. Then we'll be taking you on the streets of New York, how I show you how I do that cinematic look and isolate my model while walking around the streets. I work with a lot of jewelry and beauty clients where focus and sharpness is paramount. When using a lens such as the 50mm 1.4, I'm always impressed by its ability of fast focusing and the image sharpness I'm getting. I'm also really impressed with the ability for the eye focusing when working with my subject moving on set. I'm often having the hair move, image of a model walk across set, wearing beautiful product and jewelry, and I have to make sure I'm either focused on the jewelry or on the eye, and I'm able to quickly switch between those two focusing options. As a studio and location photographer, I use the 50mm because it's versatile. I'm able to use that focal length both in the studio when working with strobes, in the studio with natural light and low light scenarios, and location outside. Leveraging the EOS R5 Mark II's advanced subject detection and the lens's rapid VCM and Nano USM focusing motors, shooting captivating fashion portraits with exceptional eye tracking speed and precision is a breeze. Dust and weather-resistant construction for use in harsh environments and durability for professional use helps ensure reliability and dependability. The 50mm lens gives a nice cinematic feel when shooting on location. One feature of this lens that many of you portrait and fashion photographers will like, especially if you shoot on location, is this clever thing that Canon have added to this particular lens, the air sphere coating, which sounds super technical, but actually is a really handy thing. If you're shooting into golden hour or into the sun, it helps prevent glare and that milky washed out look, and it helps add more punchiness and contrast to your images, which I'm often finding I'm adding back in post-processing, so it's nice to be able to get that in a raw image. When shooting with high-end clients and for elevated briefs, it's really important I have the tools in my belt that work for every shoot scenario. The 50mm allows me to shoot full length 3/4 and all the way into beauty, ranging from clients from skincare to hair, all the way to women's wear. On my sets, we often have to shoot between stills and video. With this particular lens, there's a new function with the iris ring where you're able to manually set your aperture. Traditional photographers will really enjoy this, but it also works really well for hybrid shooters and of course videographers. Whether you're a seasoned pro or you're just starting out, the 50mm is a popular choice among portrait, fashion, lifestyle photographers for good reason. It's versatile, perfect in low light situations, and it works for many different shooting scenarios. I hope you had fun watching me shoot today. I'm leaving the shoot feeling incredibly inspired to take this new lens to my next shoot. I hope you feel just as inspired to try it out too. I'm Lara Jade, Canon Explorer of Light.